All right, guys, I thought I'd come on here and show you a basic makeup look that I would wear if and when I would ever decide to wear makeup outside the house. The brush set is from Amazon. This eyeshadow palette, I'm pretty sure it came from Family Dollar or the dollar store because we had it at family game night and I actually won this set. I'm going on it with 3 colors, a transition shade, a dark shade, and a highlighting shade. I'm going to just use one of the brushes to marry everything together. I'm going to use my finger to put on my little highlighting shade on my lid. Use the brush to blend everything in because we don't want to have any harsh lines. I'm going to hit my brow bone with that same gold that I went on my eyelid. Yeah. And then I'm going to go in with my Fenty setting powder. This is in the color Coffee. I like to go in and put some of this under my eyes because of the hollowing that I have under my eyes. I know you see the difference. I learned this from Jackie Aina, and I just like to do this. It really, really makes a difference in my eyes. And I'm going to show you. You see the difference? How it kind of filled that in? It's all an illusion, guys. All right, so once I do that, I just go in with my Milani Make It Last Forever Natural setting spray. This is a prime, correct, and a setting spray. Use my cute little fan to dry. And then I'm going to go in with the Lip Bar Quick Conceal. This is a caffeine concealer in the shade Mocha. I'm going to be using 2 different concealers, but I'm going to go in with the Mocha first under each eye. All right. So after I get this under both eyes, I want to let it dry down. So while I'm waiting on it to dry down, I'm going to go in with the Ease Drop Blurring Skin Tint in shade 22 by Fenty Beauty. I use this all the time. I have other foundations, but this is just my go-to. And I am a beauty blender girl. I don't use brush, but I use a damp sponge to blend out my foundation. So by the time I finish blending out my foundation, it'll be time to go in and blend out my concealer. Okay, but you need to work fast because the concealer will dry too dry and then it's going to be hard for you to blend out. So work fast. Okay. So I'm just going to blend out my foundation. Now I'm going to go in and blend out this concealer. And while I'm blending out my concealer, I'm also cleaning up the eyeshadow, just kind of, whether you want it to go up, go out, however you want that cut to be on the ends of your eyeshadow. This is an opportunity to use it, okay? All right, so now I'm going to go in with my second concealer. This is by Born This Way. This is a multi-use sculpting concealer in the shade Toffee, and this is what I'm going to use to go under my eyes, and I'm going to hit each area that I want to highlight. It's totally up to you, but I do under the eyes, my forehead, my nose, and my chin. Do you have to do all that? Of course not. Just what I do, okay? So all the areas that I want to do, all right? I know it's looking a little cray-cray, but trust the process, y'all. Just trust the process. Trust the process, okay? All right, and so while I'm letting that dry down, I'm going to just go in with my Juvia's Place. This is the Bronze Deep Dark palette, and I'm just going to contour and bronze all of that while I let the concealer kind of set a little bit. Yeah, and I still do the little, I don't know what they call that, the perch lips. I still do that. It works for me. It works for me, okay? Don't judge. Don't judge. So by the time I finish contouring, it's going to be time for me to go ahead and blend out my concealer. And I'm just using the other side of my little wedge that I did the concealer on the lip bar concealer with. I'm just flipping it around to blend out this. All right. These little wedges are very inexpensive. You can get a whole pack on Amazon. Okay. So I'm going to just blend out this concealer out. Blend, blend, blend. If you don't learn nothing else from this, blend, 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 blend. Okay, now we've got all the blending done. All right, so now I'm going to go in with my same sponge that I used for my foundation, and now I want to merge everything. I don't want no harsh lines. I don't want you to be able to see where my concealer stops, where my foundation starts. So we're blending, we're blending, we're blending. This is the part where you take your time and blend. Okay, You see how I'm going in between where the concealer was and where my contouring is and all of that? Blend, blend, okay? This is the most important part as far as I'm concerned, is blending out your makeup. You've got to take your time and blend. Get rid of all those harsh lines. You don't want to see where one stops and where the other one begins. So take your time and blend, okay? Blend. All right, guys, so now we're going to go in with the Laura Mercier Translucent Medium Deep. This here is translucent setting powder, okay? So I don't bake. That's not something that I do, but I do like to set my concealer, okay? So I'm just going to go in with the little tip of the same sponge that I use to do my foundation, and I'm just going, and it's already damp, so I'm just going to tap it in to every place that I highlighted, okay? If you like to bake, fine, you bake. If you don't, then don't bake, okay? I don't bake. So I just want to tap it in. I'm not smearing or smudging. I'm just tapping it into my lid with my powder, blowing off the excess, and I'm tapping it in under my eyes, on my forehead, my nose, chin. All the places that I highlighted is what I like to set, okay? All right, once we're done with that, we're going to go back in with our setting spray again. I like to spray in between different parts of my makeup, okay? I just want to make sure my makeup is not going anywhere throughout the day. I'm now going to go in with the Juvia's Place Bronzy in the shades Deep Dark palette, and I like to contour my nose. This is an option as well. You do not have to contour your nose if you don't like to. This is just something I do. I go in between both of the colors, and I take my brush and I go up into my eyeshadow, up into my brows. And this is just something that I've always done. Is it necessary? Of course not. But it's just something that I do. All right. To me, it seems very subtle. It's not extreme, okay? Now I'm going to go in with the lip bar. This is the Vogue Minute Finish Face Palette. It comes with face, cover, girl, blush, contour, and highlight. I'm going to go in with the blush just to give myself a little bit of color on my cheeks. I'll probably take it across my nose just a little bit. But this is an awesome, simple palette as well. And they have different ones, so you can choose the shade that's best for you. And I'm just going to go in and put a little color on my cheeks, go around my temples, and yeah. All right, guys. Now for me, you can use an eyeliner. I like to use eyeshadow when I'm doing my eyeshadow now. I just take a flat brush and I go in with the shade black, same black I used on my eyes, and I just smudge out me some eyeshadow. To me, it lasts longer. It doesn't smear, doesn't run. I just like it better. Okay, and this is the final look as far as I'm concerned with that. Now we're going to go in with mascara. When I'm going to work, I don't do, God, why can't I think? I don't use lashes. I just do mascara. It still gives me a finished look on the eyes. You know, it opens the eyes a little bit without having to do all that. And then I'm going to go in and line my lips with, every girl probably surely has this, MAC chestnut lip liner. I'm going to go in with that. And for me, for the fall and winter, I like a dark lip. This is a new shade I got from ColourPop. It's called New Boo. And that's what I'm going to be using for my color. And I really like a dark lip all throughout the year. But definitely for the fall and winter, I like a dark lip. And then once I've got this on my lips, just to add a little bit of gloss, I'm going to go in with the Juvia's Place Oasis Gloss. It has a little shimmer, but you won't be able to tell with the dark lip. And I'm just going to add that on top. All right, this is the finished look, guys. What do you think? Let me know what you think in the comments. I think this is a nice, simple look for going to work. It's not too much, I think it's just the right amount. Let me know in the comments.